So I wanted to come on and talk about attraction work. Don't chase, attract. What do I mean by that? So, your ability to manifest things, to draw things into your life. When I say attraction work, I'm not just talking about love. Because when people say attraction work, immediately think, oh, well, she's talking about doing some love work. Well, yes, you can use attraction work to attract in and draw in love. But you can also use attraction work to draw in other things that you desire and you want in your life. Okay. So this is one of the things, one of the areas where I see people not put enough emphasis or energy when when they're doing their spiritual work in order to help them to manifest the things that they want. So I want to talk about attraction first. I want to talk about the energy of attraction and magnetism, being able to magnetically draw things to you. Now we have what we call our energy body, which they call a aura, which is one term that you hear. So your aura is represented by the different energy vortexes that we have in our body. Within our auric field, we have seven main chakras. Okay. And within those seven main chakras, we have two energetic poles, a positive pole and a negative pole. And when these energies, positive and negative, are both flowing, like your Kundalini energy also has a positive and negative pole to it as well. So when these energies are in balance with each other, it creates an energetic vortex that then draws in things to you. Now we attract things to us on a everyday basis. Our thoughts, our words, our actions, our emotions, all of those things send out energy signals that then come back to us, right? So that's one level of magnetism or attraction. But when you're talking about your chakra system, the chakra that is most responsible for your ability to draw in things is going to be your sacral chakra. Your sacral chakra is basically at the lower part of your stomach, underneath your belly button, up to where you would consider to be like your genital area. That would be the sacral area, okay? And the thing about the sacral chakra is it is the place that we hold our emotions, okay? The sacral chakra is ruled by the moon. And so, what happens to a lot of us, because this is our emotional center, and especially this is very strong, it's an emotional center for everybody, regardless if you're male or female. But for women, because this is our womb space, this is a very sensitive area. And what tends to happen with people, this chakra system, more likely than a lot of the other chakras, get blocked, okay? Because it deals with our emotions, it deals with our pleasure. And our sexual drive. So when you have a strong, active sacral chakra, you will naturally be very powerful at manifesting things. How you doing? You'll naturally be able to draw in and manifest things that you want in your life. Now, what happens when this chakra is blocked, and it does get blocked, and one of the ways that it gets blocked is because a lot of times we're holding on to emotional energy, unresolved trauma, unresolved emotions, generational things as well. So when the chakra gets blocked, you may begin to notice, or maybe you don't notice, but you'll see one of the results is it will affect your ability to attract things into your life, to manifest things in your life. Okay. So one of the things that you want to do to make you a strong, energetic magnet is to work on your sacral chakra. Okay. And there's a lot of ways that you can work on the sacral. Okay. You could do things like yoga to open up that part of your body. You could get Reiki done, which is very powerful, and let the Reiki healer focus on the sacral chakra, clearing it, making sure that it's functioning at a higher rate as it can. Okay. One of the things that would be helpful if you can find someone who does aura pictures. Okay. I know quite a few years back, I got my aura picture done, and it was they gave me a whole report. So I got to see how active each of my chakras were from 0 to 100%. They would show you a little circle based on how active that particular chakra was. Okay. And so that's another way to kind of help you diagnose that, to see if that's an area of your body where you're not functioning at a higher level as you can. Another thing that you can do to work on the sacral chakra is working with crystals. Okay. Now, the ones that I'm going to name are not the only crystals that you can work with, but it's one of them. Okay. So you can work with one of the good stones for clearing is called infinite. Okay. Infinite is a type of surfinite, right? And so infinite is really good for clearing, helping to realign the chakras, especially that one. Another stone that you can work with, and this stone will help you to attract and make your aura more magnetic, is labradorite. Okay. Labradorite is a very powerful stone for helping your aura just become more attractive in general. Okay. More magnetic. You can work with citrine. I have a piece of citrine right here. Citrine is good for clearing chakras, and helping it to be more active, because you want that particular chakra to be as active as possible. Okay. Another stone that I'm going to recommend that you work with, and this is not necessarily just for the sacral chakra, but you can use this in your spiritual work as well, is called lodestone. Now, this is a big piece of lodestone right here, and it's got magnetic sand on it. Okay, I feed it magnetic sand. I don't know if you can see that, but that's a piece of flour. So this is a lodestone that I actually work with. I took it out of my I have a money cup where I put money and coins and other things in there, and I'll feed this particular stone. Now, this is a natural what is the word I'm looking for? Magnet. There we go. This is a natural magnet. Okay. So you get these, you cleanse it, and then you feed it magnetic sand. Now, you can put this on the sacral chakra too. It will also help it to draw in more, but you can use this in your ritual work, which I'm going to talk about now. Or another stone. I'm sorry. I almost forgot one of the stones. Carnelian. Carnelian is a very, very powerful sacral chakra stone. Okay. So you can work with those, working on the sacral chakra. You can do even detoxes will help with the sacral chakra and the lower chakras as well. Now, another thing that you can do as far as magnetic work towards drawing things in more, and this is drawing everything. So we're talking about money. We're talking about opportunities, even, love, a new house, a new car, a new position at work, all of this, anything that you want to manifest in your life. Don't chase it, because some of us, we're out here chasing it. We're working so hard trying to get this thing to happen, working so hard. And it's right there, just outside of your org field. It's right down the street, and you just keep missing it, right? So when you do this attraction work, what it does is it draws in and it pulls in that thing that you want to manifest. So you could be doing a lot of money work, okay, because you want to build wealth. But if you're not doing the right amount of attraction work, you're going to have a harder time getting that money to come to you. Same thing if you're talking about love, which is one of the areas that people most associate with attraction work and magnetism. You could have the love of your life could be just down the street, okay? But because your frequency isn't magnetic enough to draw in something else like it, what you're trying to manifest, you can be going all around the world and never meet this person, okay? So I'm just giving you some examples of how doing attraction work can bring in those things that you've been holding in your heart and holding in your ritual space that you want to manifest. So you can do rituals, do candle work. There are candles that you can buy from candle shops that they say attraction, and they show you pictures of, magnets and different things. You can buy one of those candles, but also you can work with, now this is just for general attraction work. You can work with an orange candle. Orange is very good for general attraction work. But when I say general, it's not just geared toward love work. This can be to attract, money, a car, a house, things outside of just love and relationships. Okay. So working with the orange candle. I also like working with pink. I like to add pink, even when it's not love. Okay. Even when it's not love, pink has a natural attractive energy to it. Okay. And it softens your energy. Okay. If you're trying to attract love, obviously you can work with the red candle too, would be another good color. And some of the herbs that you want to include in your attraction work: five-finger grass, okay? That helps to attract in anything you want. If you're a woman, you want to work with orris root. Orris root is also known as Queen Elizabeth root. Okay, that's another name for it. Same botanical, different names depending upon what school of thought and what school of magic you're dealing with that herb from. Okay, catnip is a good attractive herb, especially for women. Okay, to attract things. Not catnip can attract other things other than love. We know it for love and lust and sex and stuff like that, but you can add a little catnip to your money work too. You can add a little bit of catnip to attract that new position you want. Okay, honeysuckle is another good herb for attraction. Orange essential oil, or orange, take an orange and get the skin off of it. Okay, orange is good. You see how juicy it is? It's good for attracting and drawing in things. Okay, as far as working with different cycles, you're working with the moon, and including the moon into your ritual work is also going to help to add another layer of power into your into your ritual work. So you can work with the moon. Most importantly, you want to work with it when it's waxing. Waxing means that it's growing, it's getting bigger. Okay. Right now, the moon is waning. So this is not necessarily the best time to work with the moon in your attraction work. Okay. And working with certain signs, when the moon is in certain signs, is also going to help you with your attraction work. So working with the moon in Scorpio, very powerful time to do attraction work. Working with the moon when it's in Cancer, very powerful. Working with the moon when it's in any of the Venus signs, since Venus also deals with attraction. So Taurus and Libra moons are also very good for attracting and drawing in things. Add a little bit of honey into your candle work and into the workings that you're doing. You can make a sigil and include the sigil for Scorpio, the sigil for Cancer, the sigil for the moon, okay? And incorporating other things into that and creating a sigil that you also use in your ritual work, okay? So I'm not going to keep you too long on here. I just wanted to give you this little bitty tip to help you to manifest better, and so that you don't chase, that you attract. All right. If you need some help doing this work, I do have an attraction ritual on my website, www.enchantedivas.com. For today until next week, Wednesday, so for 1 week, I'm offering 25% off of that particular attraction ritual. So if you need some help doing this work, reach out to me. Go to my website, make a purchase, and we'll get it popping for you. All right, I'm going to let you guys go. Just wanted to give you this little bitty tip on how to be more magnetic and how to attract things more easily. All right, y'all. Peace.